Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. I'm Doug. This is the Auditory Vinyl. And this video is another episode in my record labels A to Z. This is episode G. And I don't show the bigger labels, so I won't be showing Geffen. Try to show the smaller guys. So starting out with Gaiden Records, or some people may know it as Jamie Gaiden, but they started in Philadelphia in 1952. A lot of the older like doo-wop style rock and roll had bands like the Sherrys, the Newports, Johnny Rivers, the Heartbeats, and Mitchell Torok, I think is how you pronounce his name. He had a hit with Caribbean. That's one version of the label. And then he also had a hit with Mexican Joe. So there's a purple and silver version of the label. And it went on, had some smaller hits throughout the 60s, but they folded in 71. So a little over 10 years, I suppose, they made it. The next one, another short-lived label, Guaranteed. It was a subsidiary of Carlton Records out of New York City. Again, mostly rock and roll stuff from the early 60s, bands like the Galaxies, the Dreamers. This is Paul Evans with the Bridge of Broken Hearts, and then on this side is the Twins. They only went from 1959 to 1962, and that's all the longer that one lasted. In 1971, Jefferson started their own label with Grunt. It was mostly to sign the Bay Area acts around San Francisco. This is their 71 release of Bark, one of the more strange album covers out there. There is the Grunt label. Hot Tuna was another large act on the or artist on the label, and then all the solo artists from both Jefferson Airplane and Hot Tuna, they also were on Grunt. And I think it's, I'm trying to remember, I think is it Warner Brothers that took him over? I can't remember. Or maybe they're still doing, I didn't do my research good enough on where Grunt ended up, but anyway. Moving on to one that's fairly new, well, compared to all the other ones that I show. From 2007, Glassnote Records, mostly indie and alternative. Bands like Phoenix, Childish Gambino, who also known as Donald Glover. It's actually Danny Glover's kid, and he does acting and singing, but he's also on this label. And this is brand new from Mumford & Sons, their latest 2025 release. And this, you know, so many bands are doing custom labels that you don't really get a logo of, but there's a little G for Glassnote there. Yeah, this is a great album, by the way. Like I said, I just picked it up. If you're into the whole indie, folkish, soft rock type of stuff, it's really good. Rushmere by Mumford & Sons. In 1987, Gold Castle Records started, mostly folk stuff. Joan Baez, Peter Paul and Mary, Don McLean had a couple on his later issues. This is Judy Collins from '87. She does on here, she does Amazing Grace, Day by Day, When You Wish Upon a Star, Cat Stevens' Morning Has Broken. Here's the Gold Star label. As far as I know, they're still doing their thing. And then one more just to throw in, a little golden record. This is mostly all from the 50s, children's music, Christmas music. This is Christmas Song by the Sandpipers. There's another one, Frosty the Snowman. Sandpipers with Mitch Mitchell and his orchestra. But they got a lot of big names on their kids and Christmas stuff. Bing Crosby, Johnny Cash, even Alfred Hitchcock was put on them. So that's it for letter G. Moving on to H. Not a lot of harmony and Hilltop, but I'll probably try to find some of the smaller guys again, like I do. Thanks for watching. Thanks for all the new subscribers. Take care and enjoy the music.